When it comes to big tech investments in Africa, the giants of Silicon Valley have traditionally looked at Nairobi, the Silicon Savannah. Now, work has been evolving since the pandemic, forcing businesses to adopt a digital-first strategy. To what extent, though? I talked to Dell Technologies Emerging Africa Vice President, Mr. Habib Mahakian, on a range of topics, from the importance of having a digital-first strategy to just how you can achieve more with less. That's today on TechFile.
Thinking about digital futuristic way of thinking about things, especially at the back of a pandemic, where there was so much adaptation with big tech industries, big tech companies, but you could tell there was strategy because Zoom didn't just come up from nowhere, and these other supportive companies that came up. So how important is it to strategize way ahead of yourself with technology?
So today, this pandemic came all of a sudden on all of us, right? And immediately, Dell was one of the few companies that we were prepared, and even many of our customers were prepared to start working offsite, from home, from remote places, just to accommodate with the pandemic. So working from remote, it's not just having the PC and the ability to connect through Zoom. It put a lot of pressure on organizations in terms of bandwidth, security. It's important, right? Because now suddenly you are out of the comfort zone of many organizations, which is their offices and the security around that. So we managed with our solutions, with our partners in Africa and particularly in Kenya, to be able to do this seamless transition. And this opened the eyes of many organizations, if it were public, private, banking, telco, the importance of being digital ready. It's not just from being able to do the normal day-to-day, but also to transform their business to become more agile, to digital, and ability to secure and be able to help the customers and the users in a better way. So basically, the pandemic opened everybody's eyes about the importance of being ready for the digital future and preparing their plans to have this journey together.
While preparing for a digital future, we understand we're working remotely, and that would mean previously to secure your business digitally, especially with cybersecurity, you just need to secure your office, and that would be it. But now with remote working, there's so much exposure to your data, perhaps. What are some of the adaptations with this sense?
So there are many solutions that at Dell we do. So let's take the data as a life cycle. It's created at the endpoints, right? So at your PC or at your, so this is the first line of security breach. If you don't secure your laptop, your endpoint, this is one of the ways that data comes. So we have many solutions. Our client solutions, they have embedded security solutions. I don't want to take it as a technical discussions, but we have many solutions that comes on the endpoint to ensure that the edge is protected, and these items are, some of them are coming built in with our load or applications that comes with the PC. Some applications are services that we give to our customers to help protecting the endpoint and ensuring that nothing comes in that is not protected. Then with this life cycle, it goes to the cloud. So you need to protect your connectivity and cloud. And we have many solutions to protect against.
And so, speaking about the region, Habib, you've mentioned the PC and some of your products. And looking at the customer base, the demand must be different from your original customer base, Dell's original customer base. And the digital advancements in the region also hasn't really touched every corner. So what are some of the strategies that Dell have to digitally enable the customer base before reaching?
Good. So initially, a few years ago, people were trying to buy products, right? And the product is the PC, the server, the storage, the backup. However, what we tried in our region and in Kenya to show the customers the value of the solutioning and what you need to do to have a business outcome. The main thing for any organization, how they will benefit from any investment they do for their business. It's not a product focus rather than an outcome focus. And this is what we need to do, or this is what we are doing across the region and in Kenya, helping organization on the value chain that they want to bring to their customers and assisting them with solutions to help from that perspective. So we work with many telcos, many banks, many government organization differently. So with the government, we work on cloud solution to be able to reach the most population for government services to get the data accessible, easy, without using the papers as much. And there is part of the ambitions of Kenya, which is the Vision 2030, to help digitally the country. And that's where we are helping them from that perspective. For the banks, how to protect the data of their clients, how to increase the services and allowing them to be able to do more with less. They don't need to go and visit the branches. They can do online transactions easily. And the same thing for the telcos and the money transfer. Even now, there's a transformation between banks and telcos. Some of the telcos are having payment gateways to allow, and you know that in Kenya how that is working, and this is unique, by the way, in the world. So Kenya is one of the top leaders in this regard in the world. But and we are proud to be working with most of these organizations to help them in this. So the strategy is to be able to help the business. It's not a product focus. We don't focus on selling product rather than selling solution to help the organization. And whenever we go and meet the organization, we see what are their aspirations, where they want to be, what are their pains that they want to address. And from there, we put our strategy to support them. Security, definitely, we said it's important. AI, machine learning is becoming something important. 5G, edge, and multi-cloud. Also, these are part of our strategies that we are focusing across Kenya and Africa.
So more of a solution instead of product first. And so some of these solutions is enabling digital transformation, enabling a government go through digital transformation. And the region is really green with that. So how important is it for governments and institutions, businesses to transform their business entirely in 2022 or 2023?
It is key. Today, let me give you an example. The new generation, I have daughters, okay? My daughters, when they became 18 and we wanted to go and open a bank account, They say, why should we go to a bank? Why should I go physically to a bank? Why I cannot do it on a mobile or my, This is an example of why the organization should change their, because the new generation is a generation used to the digital world, right? And these are the new young citizens that will be coming and to the workplace across Kenya and Africa. And if we don't prepare the foundation for having that, we will have a collision between the old mentality of doing business and the new wave. So Kenya is one of the most advanced youth in using the digital platforms. So if there is any organization will discard this, they will lose their business for the future. So it's key for all the organization to start preparing for that. We are helping in Kenya with some of the organization to train the coders for a new generation of people to help and to come and do the coding for software and develop their skills from that perspective. We support our partners in services to allow customers to be able to transform their current business, the traditional way of doing business, to the future type of business. Now, look at the world, what's happening. Like shopping is becoming online, education is becoming online, health in a way that, for example, there are remote places in Kenya, right? In that people, if the internet is there and digital, you can help the population there with remote medical support, diagnosing the things, and then the same thing for education, the same thing for multiple things. So organization, and this is the beauty in Kenya, people are acknowledging, aware, and we are on the right track to prepare them. Some of them are already there, they can claim that they are digital ready from all aspects of their business. Some, we are on that journey together, but I have very positive feeling about Kenya, and in general in Africa, people are, the good thing in Kenya and Africa, sometimes people are progressive in their thinking and they don't have many of the legacy systems that can limit you. So you can go and jump into technologies maybe faster than other traditional countries that we call world war, first world countries. And, so this is the beauty that we are seeing, and the people accepting this, and people wants to learn and they want to do best for their countries.
And that's what makes Nairobi referred to as a silicon savannah and very competitive. So perhaps let me just ask you, what makes Dell competitive in the region? What makes you different from other maybe similar brands in the region?
Okay. So first, we are in Kenya, right? We have a big office in Nairobi. So we are close to our customers and partners to start with, because many other vendors, they support remotely. No, we have a big team that are based in Nairobi to support the Kenyan market. Our products are end-to-end, from PC to core to cloud to edge, that we are one of the few that we provide everything to our customers. So we have the largest focus on our channel partners. So we have many local partners. So the beauty is not even the partners are trained. We have the people, the capability of within Kenya to support the Kenyan customers. So we don't try to bring expertise from outside, and this is our trend. We want to train the local people to be able to support the customers. The other point is the services. Like services is key, because when you come and provide a solution, if you don't do it right and you don't support your customers, and this is, I'm not talking about Dell just supporting the customers in Kenya. I'm talking about the customers in Kenya supporting their clients. And this is where we are helping them to be able to do that. And also from supply chain, we have been showing that even within the pandemic, you know, there were a lot of shortages in deliveries and the cycle because of closures, and we have proved to be in the top industry leading companies to deliver at the best rate across all of the world. So we prepared, like we have a great supply chain and model to help our customers, reducing the time to market and the time to go and provide the solution.
We got a new president in August, and that means a new posture in how we do things. One of the first things he did is he attended a fintech event, a Safaricom event, then went ahead to attend a Google event, and then the ICT CS launched free Wi-Fi in different markets in the city. And so you see the posture that the country is taking is digital first. What does this mean for Dell? How do you adapt to such a market? And from your general knowledge now for a country, what happens after such decision, or when the top guy decides to say it's digital first?
So I believe Kenya is on the right track. You mentioned that Nairobi or Kenya is the Silicon Valley of that part of the world. We are proud to be part of this road to the future. We are partnering with all of the government organization, all of the customers. And it's important, as you mentioned, and this is something that Kenya should be proud of, that to have a president that can and promote the digital transformation and the value of being ready for the digital future to help the progress of the country. And I believe Kenya is on the right track, and that's why we are investing. We are putting more resources in Nairobi. We did, as you mentioned, there were a lot of activities that the president attended, but also we participated in many activities in the last few months, also like activities with our customer and within our partner landscape to educate and help the country. As I said, it's important to train the new generation. The coding is important. I don't want to mention customers' names because I don't want to miss anybody, and you know, but like we are working with everyone in Kenya. We have a big team of Kenyans, men and female, that are doing so. We also believe in diversity and you know and helping the organization from all aspects. And let me tell you something, Nairobi is one of my favorite cities within Africa, and within the people are nice and educated, and they know what they want. And we pride ourselves to be part of their journey to success. And we are committed in Dell to support this, and we are open to any discussion with any organization if they need help in their journey. We are committed, and we are here to stay and to develop the knowledge and the journey of digital transformation and country success and future success of Kenya. So thank you so much, Kelley.